So this is Gambit. Look, show them your pretty face. Show them your pretty face. He is our tongue blepper. He's been blepping that tongue for a while now. He's such a pretty boy. He misses his friends. Don't you, dude? He's also getting to be an old kitty. You're going to drool all over me, aren't you, old kitty? He also doesn't like to be held. But there is Gambit. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Gambit. I know you saw all the other kitties, but there is Gambit. Tongue out and everything. And he just winked at you. Goodbye. So hello and welcome to domytriesthis. I hope you brought your cuppa. Today's coffee mug is my Wookiee mug. This is my Chewbacca mug that my ex-husband sent to us. He sent also Darth Vader, which my daughter got, and the guy that my husband likes, which I'm now completely... Boba Fett. He sent Boba Fett, and my husband got the Boba Fett mug. So, thought this... My daughter picked this out. I said, pick me out a mug. She picked this out. It's actually perfect since we're going to be talking about hair care today. Today's tea is the Tazo Butterscotch Blondie. It is black tea flavored with other natural flavors. It says butterscotch and vanilla. And I cannot read the ingredients on this bag for the life of me. They are white on that pale orange. So, we're going to give her a sip and we will get started. It's been steeping for a few minutes, so it should be where it's supposed to be. I have double bagged it, because as I recall, some Tazo teas need to be double bagged, but I don't remember with this one. We actually haven't had this one in a while. Yeah, I need to be double. Oh, whoa, that black tea is strong. I may need to give this one to my son. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if the other flavors get in there. It was in one of my boxes, so I'm assuming I liked it. But that's not working for me right now, unfortunately. So today we are going to do a hair care review. It is... there is a product that I won, and then there's a small sample set that I picked up. And let's just get into it. So this first one is from ThickTails. It is their ThickTails Stimulating Shampoo. I'm going to have to say right up front, I can't tell you if it helps grow hair. I would think that with something like this, to help grow your hair, you would need to use it at least 2 to 3 times a week. I only wash my hair with shampoo once a week, and that's because shampoo, even a number of these shampoos specifically formulated specifically for curly hair, tend to be very drying on my hair, especially since my ends get, I've mentioned how sensitive they can be. So the most I would use this once a week, and with that kind of use, I don't see how this could really help with hair growth much. You'd have to use it more than once a week, and I won't shampoo that way. Not unless I'm forced to. At any rate, it is a creamy consistency. It has a medium lather, and I didn't need much. I was worried it was stripping my hair from the way it felt when it lathered. So just did a quick wash to make sure to get my scalp and a bit of the massaging in the hair. Rinsed out easily. Small amount of slip, not a lot. Hair felt interesting. Not quite dry, borderline, but there were no tangles. So it felt like there was some minor stripping going on, but my hair didn't dry out, because my hair dries out. It tangles up really bad, even in the shower. And that didn't happen. So it didn't completely strip or dry out my hair. It just sort of felt that way a little bit. But it also did not have the slick and smooth, but still clean that I'm used to feeling from other shampoos. Ends did feel dry, and there were more tangles the second time I used it, which I think I used a bit more, and I did actually try to lather a bit longer. So this would also be something that I would use when I just need a quick wash, when I'm trying to get a real good clean, just because of that. I did notice a bit more of the wet flyaways than usual the second time, but nothing horrible. I do like how this feels on my scalp. It has that tingling pepperminty feel that you get sometimes with some shampoos. And a lot of those shampoos do have peppermints and things like that that are supposed to stimulate. And that's why you get that feeling, is because you have something to try to stimulate your follicles to produce your hair more. That said, hair growth products only work on the scalp. Hair is dead once it's out of the follicle. So I recommend using this on the scalp only, with a gentle cold wash for the strands themselves. The price is on par with Adwa and comes with a bit more product. But I initially stated here that I was considering a second purchase, but I am never going to get through this. Not the way I wash my hair. And more than likely, this will probably go to one of the neighbors anyway, just because it is actually supposed to stimulate and thicken your hair. And to do that, you're going to need to use it more than once a week. And I'm not going to do that. It does have things in it to help with that. It has caffeine, biotin, and saw palmetto. It's supposed to give fuller, thicker, healthier looking hair with more volume and less gray. Can't tell you about any of that, because again, it is something that you would have to use more than once a week and very consistently. And I have other shampoos that I like. And so I can't really recommend it, but I can't not recommend it. It wasn't a bad shampoo, particularly since it didn't completely dry out my hair. That was nice. I do feel like it cleaned, which is one of the things you want shampoos to do, obviously. I just can't tell you whether or not it's going to help with hair growth. I did not use it long enough to test for that, because like I said, I'm just not going to wash my hair that many times during the week for it to do its job. I also cannot tell you if those results would be long-term, or if they're just for, you've shampooed your hair and somehow this has increased the volume of your hair during that one shampoo, but the next time you use a different shampoo, that's all gone. I can't tell you about all that. I just use it to see if it would clean my hair. And it does. It's okay for that. Yeah. All right, so the next bits are from Rizos Curls, and Rizos Curls has, I've mentioned before, I like the little sampler packs, and they do have traveler packs. And so I picked up a traveler pack that has their hydrating shampoo. These all have 2 ounces, I believe. Yes. And their deep conditioner. And then finally, their curl defining cream. The hydrating shampoo, I haven't used it much because, like I said, I only did once a week. And when I did use this, I kind of figured that this would actually be a better shampoo for me for like another one of those clarifying type shampoos. But it is much thinner. Yeah, it's very loose. You can see it's a very loose shampoo, but in a way that's good. I didn't need that much of it to clean my hair. It's about a medium lather, and the scent is pretty, but very, very light, thankfully. I'm not really hugely scent sensitive, but if you are, this might be one that you want to look at, because even though it has a scent, it is very light. It goes away. It doesn't hang around. And like I said, it's just really, really light. So unless you need stuff with no scent at all, this might be something that you can use. Unfortunately, I didn't find it particularly moisturizing. My hair felt drier and it had tangled. I'd probably use this little travel size up, but I'm unlikely to repurchase. And as using this travel size up, I would use it up as like I said, a clarifying shampoo when I need a clarifying shampoo, which with the way I take care of my hair, I don't need very often, once a month at most, and usually not even that much. So it's a decent product. I do think it cleans. It's just, like I said, it's really drying for my hair. It might work for somebody else's hair. It might be hydrating for them. It does say it has shea butter and moringa oil, no sulfates, silicones, or parabens. The ingredients include... It says it has no sulfates, but it has sodium C14 to 16 olefin sulfate. Sulfonate. Okay. Gonna keep going because I know some of those sulfonates are not actually sulfates. And I've never heard of this one. Okay, so the moringa oil is towards the middle. The shea butter is right behind the moringa oil. Glycerin, but it's further down. It has cetyl alcohol after the glycerin. Sterile alcohol is near the bottom. And fragrance is the very last item, so that's why the fragrance is so light. But yeah, for me, it just didn't work as a moisturizing or hydrating type shampoo. The deep conditioner and the curl defining creams, however, I had much better luck with. All right, so the deep conditioner is thick and creamy, but lightweight. Again, I didn't need much, and it cut through the dryness and tangles that were left behind by the shampoo like butter. This stuff is good. I like it. A lot of slip, rinsed out beautifully. Didn't leave any slick or heavy residue behind, but my hair felt moisturized even when used as a regular conditioner, which I sometimes do with these deep conditioners, depending on how light they are. If they're really heavy, I don't do that. I just use them as a deep conditioner. But when they are light, like this one or like the Adwa one, I can use them as a regular conditioner. When I shampooed with the Talia Wajid, my hair tends to get a little drier and a little bit tangled, and this cuts through that for that as well. As a deep conditioner, this is putting on a heat cap for 20 to 30 minutes. I think I had it on for about 25 minutes. I felt it did leave a tiny bit of residue behind, but not a lot. But my hair still felt smooth and moisturized without being weighed down. I had decent curl right out of the towel, no flyaways. I'd repurchase this. In fact, I just recently did. I'm bad, yes. But I really, really like this. Honestly, I like this better as a deep conditioner than the Adwa deep conditioner. I do like using the Adwa deep conditioner as a regular conditioner, if that makes sense. They're both very lightweight, but I felt the Adwa just did too much to my hair and weighed it down, and kind of my curls had issues. Let's just say that there were less curls involved with that. So for that, it is much better for me as just like a conditioner that I'm not going to keep in my hair much longer than 3 to 5 minutes. I've been looking for a replacement for my more heavily scented Shea Moisture conditioners because, Lord, those have a lot of scent to them, and they get, especially when you're layering those products or you layer them with other products, it gets really heavy and it can get very overwhelming very quickly. Because you don't need as much for the same or better results, the extra $9 wouldn't be as big a deal. This was just a bit cheaper per ounce than the Adwa. Not by much. Like, I think the Adwa was $2 per ounce, something like that when I checked it, and this one was somewhere around $170 to $190, somewhere in there. So it's not by much, it's just a tiny bit cheaper. But I do think that this makes a much better deep conditioner, whereas the Adwa, for me, like I said, makes much better regular rinse out kind of conditioner. I did use my Adwa Bayment leave-in and gel and Eden Coconut Shea Elixir with these. The shampoo and the deep conditioner when I used them. After the Bayment, there was some minor tangles, but they were very easily untangled. Hair felt smooth and moisturized, but not like it had any layers over it. I was pretty pleased with it from that first use. I really was. Both of these, actually, the deep conditioner and the this curl defining cream, impressed me from the get-go. This one, I don't have much. I don't think I have anything left in here. If I do, it's not much. Thicker than most curl defining creams, but smooths out easily into a very creamy consistency. Has a beautiful scent. No, seriously, I love this scent. It's almost like a touch of citrus and a touch of mint, but not. That's the closest I can come. It's very good. There's no coconut or anything like that. I thought it would be heavy on my hair, but it's not. It encouraged my curls right away because it actually feels like it has some hold. I decided to forego the gel in the first use. It's a bit of a risk with my hair since without gel, my curls will tend to fall out through the day. I mean, they will just, I still have some curly, but I guess gravity weighs them down and they just elongate more. This gave me a really beautiful curl, and even my problem areas had some nice waves, and it held without the gel. That's one of the really impressive things about it. This thing has hold. It's not just a curl cream, it actually has hold. I'm really surprised but very pleased. My hair felt very light. I think it would work amazing with my flaxseed gel. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm planning to make flaxseed gel, I can talk really, in the future to try to cut some of my costs. I've got the flaxseed. I've actually got some chia seed to put in there as well. I've just got to finesse my cooking, so to speak, and my getting rid of the seeds, straining it. And the flaxseed gel would help reduce the frizz. I didn't notice a whole lot of frizz using this. It does apparently have glycerin in it. I do have, yes, it does. It's number 8. In the shampoo, it's number 13. And in the deep conditioner, it's number 6. Honestly, I didn't see any more frizz than usual than these, so I might be able to tolerate like having glycerin at number 5 right now. I wouldn't go higher than that because I have noticed with other higher glycerin stuff that I'm still having issues with that. I just got to make sure to go easy on it, I guess. But didn't notice as a whole lot of frizz, but of course there's going to be some frizz because there is glycerin, and they all had glycerin in it, so it's layering it on there. And the flaxseed gel could reduce that. Even in the morning and out of the pineapple and the bonnet, my curl was still pretty decent. The only place it flattened was the back of my head. I've already received my repurchase of this one. I know. I'm not supposed to be buying anything, but I really did enjoy these, and I am trying to work on getting rid of other products that I'm not using as much, and I also intend to mix these. I have mixed the curl defining cream with my Eden Bodyworks Coconut Shea. Works wonderfully with that as well. I think I've mixed it with another cream I was trying. Basically, this actually adds some hold to other curl creams. Now, if I do mix these with something else, I do need to use a gel. The hold is not as good mixed into another product as it is just using this by itself. But one of the reasons I mix is to cut my cost while still using products that I think give me a bit more than some of the other products I'm using. These 3, I can recommend these 3, even the shampoo. Like I said, it wasn't for my hair in terms of using it every week. It probably works really well for other people's hair, but I highly recommend the curl defining cream and the deep conditioner. These are really nice, and even with the glycerin, since the glycerin is so low, it didn't seem to bother my hair that much. Anyway, that's it for the day, and I hope you like what you've seen. And if you do like what you've seen and you're not subscribed, I hope you will subscribe. If you subscribe, so many ifs. If you subscribe, please hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. I currently upload 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday, but we have bonus videos upon occasion. We are not doing my indie brands right now. I'm hoping to get back to those a little later in the year. I'm hoping things will, settle down. The job situation will stabilize, and I'll be able to start doing that again. My son opens his My Geek Box every month. If I receive anything from my dragynettes, my subscribers, I will go ahead and open those here as well. And we're going to have to see about the garden videos. I keep mentioning the garden videos, but the weather hasn't warmed up enough for me even to get started. So I don't know what's going on this year. We may have to wait a year for those. However, if you're interested in any of those, you will need to have that bell rung so that you know when I upload, because they don't go up on regular upload days. If you're part of my notification squad, you'll want to check both your bell and your subscription to make sure they're both still active. And if you choose not to subscribe, well, I'd be disappointed and sad. I would. However, you're always welcome back here. And when you do come back again, don't forget to bring your cup of tea. Alrighty, so we've been here about 20 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste. If that black tea is as strong as it was when I first tasted it, and we don't get the Blondie stuff, I'm giving these packets to my kids. I just don't like black tea. It's too strong. It's too bitter for me. Let's dive on in, and then we can move on out. Yeah, no. Okay. That black tea is just a little too strong for me. So these will be going to my son and my daughter. And that's it. Hope you have a good one.